Hi everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. One of the advantages of the membership to my channel is that you have a perk where you can ask me to make a video about a certain topic, and I will do so if it's possible. And in this case, I have received a request from TM Nerdy, friend of the channel, member of the channel, and he made a request that I cover a certain series and give my opinion about it. That series was called We 3, WE3. I don't know if it's called WE3 or just We 3, but I'm going to go with We 3 because that sounds so much cooler than WE3. That one sounds like it should be a Star Wars robot. WE3 is a miniseries published under the Vertigo imprint of DC Comics back in 2004, so it's already almost 20 years old. The story was released in trade paperback in 2005. Actually, 2004 would be 21 years, wouldn't it? I don't know how to math. Written by Grant Morrison and drawn by Frank Quitely, with supplemental work by Jamie Grant, We 3 was a U.S. government program using bioorgs, which were cybernetically enhanced animals. All the covers of this series have cute little animals on them, and they're the stars of the book. We 3 is a squad of 3 prototype animal weapons that is part of a prominent project headed by Dr. Roseanne Barry and her boss, Dr. Trendle. The group consists of a dog, known as 1, a cat, known as 2, and a rabbit, known as 3. Their real names are Bandit, Tinker, and Pirate. They were all kidnapped from a nearby city and encased in robot armor. Through skull implants, they have been given a limited ability to speak. The robot armor also houses lots of weapon dynamics and systems. For example, missiles, shooting claws from the cat, that kind of thing. After the team has successfully assassinated an enemy, a senator from Congress comes to visit. After the visit, the general in charge informs the doctors that the project will be discontinued and the animals are to be destroyed, as they want to develop stronger beings. Barry is unwilling to kill them, so she sets them free. She had hoped to be killed by them, but they decide to spare her life, and she is then taken into custody. Tremble helps the military to try and get them back. We 3 escape into the wild and decide to look for what they call home. This is issue 2, by the way. I showed issue 1 on the cover. The military finds them and chases them, but they manage to kill the soldiers. Trendle releases his cybernetic rats after them. This is something he's used as a scout. And Barry is told that if the rats don't work, she will be used to get them back. While fighting the rats on a bridge, Pirate drops landmines that destroy the bridge, and as a result, a train is derailed into the falls below. Bandit has tried to save the conductor, but Tinker points out that he's dead. Meanwhile, Pirate has disappeared. The dog and cat find Pirate, but Pirate is in a confrontation with a man and son who confuse Pirate for an alien due to its robotic covering. The dad shoots at Pirate, and angered, they kill the dad and the dog that's with them, just leaving the boy alive. The military then sends Agent WE4 or We 4, an enhanced English Mastiff dog, against the team. And this is issue 3. I love the bunny. We three manage to take refuge in a homeless man's domain and gains his sympathy. The man encounters the soldiers who have uh, who have uh, who have the police with them to escort him out. While he claims he has seen nothing, they don't believe him. Setting up, the military releases WE4 or We4, who kills Pirate, manages to kill Pirate, but then in turn is damaged by one of Pirate's mines. Barry is then sent in to try and convince Bandit and Tinker to come into sniper fire, but she sacrifices herself to save the dog. Enraged, Bandit and Tinker brutally attack We4 and all of the fighters up on a highway. Bandit saves a policeman from We4. Trendle then terminates We4 through a system like a computer thing where it's kind of like like the Suicide Squad bomb in the head. Bandit and Tinker escape and manage to remove their armor, which then left behind explodes and kills even more soldiers on their trail. The homeless man finds them again and manages to remove their cybernetic enhancements. Tremble then speaks out against the government's actions, and it is revealed that the now normal Tinker and Bandit are in the care of the homeless man. Trendle sees them and gives the homeless man money before walking in to give his testimony. So just so that we show it again, this is issue 1 with Bandit on it. Issue 2 with Tinker. And issue 3 with Pirate. Before I get into my thoughts, I want to point out that this story has been optioned, but the movie and or show has not, they haven't decided yet which, has not been made yet. James Gunn has publicly stated in several interviews that parts of this story were used as an inspiration for 2023's Guardians of the Galaxy 3, specifically the part where Rocket Raccoon and its other people have the implants and etc., etc. Now, my thoughts about the series. This was one heck of a story. I liked it. One of the things that I liked the most about it was that in the first book and a good chunk of the second book, there was almost no words. It just showed the action with the movement of the characters you're shown as part of the drawings, and it was obvious what was going on from the pictures themselves. Every so often, the animals would talk to each other, and we would get dialogue, of course, between the soldiers and the doctors. And the dialogue does pick up as the book goes on, but the whole concept of using as little dialogue as possible was fantastic. Props to Morrison there. That was great. I also liked the art very much. I thought that it was very realistic for the dogs and such that were the dog, cat, and rabbit. They were drawn realistically. The armor didn't look goofy. It looked great on them. And then you couple that with the speech. Like the dog just says things like, good boy, I'm good boy, I'm not good boy, that kind of thing. And they talk about each other and their home. Like that's the extent of they don't have a big vocabulary and they don't have their intelligence has been boosted, but not from a speech capacity. Let's face it, they don't have human vocal cords. Anyway, I liked this book a lot. This story, I would give it a 4 out of 5 for sure for writing. I would give it a 4 out of 5 for the art. I really liked it. The covers get 4.5 because I enjoyed the covers. All of them. This is the art style that's in the book. Okay? Right here. Because Frank Quitely did also the covers. But they're so well drawn. I just like them. And they're colored lightly. which the book also did. It looks like pencil crayon. And honestly, I like that style for this book. For this story, that was a perfect style. So I guess overall, the book, I would give it a 4.25 as a bit of an average of the other ones for the series. I liked it a lot, obviously. And I do recommend that everybody go out there and, if you can, get these books and enjoy them. If you liked my content today, please like, comment, and subscribe below. Please leave a comment if you've read We Three, if you think it's good for other people to read, or if you didn't like it, you can put that there too. And all opinions are valid, and I want to see them all. I really thank you, TM, for introducing me to this series. I enjoyed reading it very much. I understand a couple of other people recently have read it, and they, like myself, found a lot of the same opinions, because I did talk to people after I'd read it. I didn't want to be influenced. So after I read it, I talked to a few people who have read it, and they've said that they liked it overall. They thought it was good, and mostly for the same points that I'm making, the dialogue and such like that, and all these other wonderful, wonderful parts of the story. Thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Bye, everybody.